Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dmitry, and today I want to talk to you about one of my latest purchases, and this is Tamron 10 to 24 version 2. It's 10 to 24 F3.5 to 4.5 DI II VC HLD. This is the latest ultra-wide angle lens from Tamron, which I purchased for my Nikons. I have two Nikon crop sensor cameras, D7000 and D500 here. I mostly used it on D500, but I also used it on D7000. The lens is pretty compact. It's not a full metal, but the build looks and feels pretty good, in line with latest Tamron lenses that Tamron has been coming up with in the last couple of years, which are all surprisingly good. Metal mount, of course, 77 millimeter filter size. Obviously it's a 10 to 24, which translates into 15 to 36 for Nikon, and then 16 to 38 for Canon. And because it starts at 10, which is equivalent of 15, you can actually put a filter on it. As a general rule, all the ultra-wide angle lenses that start at 15 millimeters equivalent and above, you can put filters on. Any ultra-wide angle lens that goes to 14 or wider in full frame equivalent will require a different type of front element, which does not allow you to put a UV filter on the top of it. So as a general rule, 50 millimeters and above, you can put the filter. 14, 13, 12 and less, no filter. So I wanted to be able to put a filter on it, so 15 millimeter equivalent, which is 10 to 24 in the crop, was the widest that I could use. And basically, when I was looking for ultra-wide angle lens recently, I checked pretty much all of the ones available, and it appeared to me from reading all the reviews that this latest 10 to 24 Tamron, which I cannot even begin to compare it to the first generation of Tamron 10 to 24, which sucked. This one is surprisingly sharp all the way to edges, and this one is so much better than the previous version of this lens. It's designed in Japan and made in Philippines. I mean, it's hard to find things made in Japan these days. This one is not, but it's designed in Japan. It does have a distance scale on it. It does have image stabilization, and it weighs only 440 grams, which is not bad at all. It's 3.5 to 4.5, so it's not a constant aperture, but to me, the fact that it is such a compact ultra-wide angle lens, yet it produces such a great optical quality, was something that I wanted to purchase, and I got it, and I'm very, 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 very happy with it. I'm going to show you some examples from the photographs I've taken with it. As you can, and you'll be able to see that the performance of this lens is stellar. The other lenses I was looking for were the Nikon 10 to 24 and Nikon 10 to 20. The Nikon 10 to 20 is Nikon's cheaper version of the lens. I think it's only $300, but it only works with some Nikon cameras. It doesn't work with bunch of others, such as my D7000. It will not work with. So I wanted to make sure that the lens works on both of my cameras. So that was out of competition right away. 10-24 Nikon is a larger lens, and it costs much more than the Tamron. Tamron is $499 new. I purchased my slightly used for $399. So it's also very affordable. And in terms of the price, APS-C size, even if you look at other mirrorless choices for mirrorless cameras, it's hard to find one which is priced that cheap. Canon, of course, has the 10-18, which is affordable, plastic, fantastic, very good quality lens, but I'm using Nikon here, so I cannot put that Canon lens on my Nikon. So I believe after I've used it that I think I made the right choice, and this 10-24, at least for the price, the size, and the optical quality, is probably the best ultra wide angle lens you can now buy for APS-C Nikon camera. Thank you, and subscribe to my channel. This is Dmitry.
Les bars sont remplis, le jour se lève.